morning, fitness, nutrition, and mindset enthusiasts. This is Mark Boney with Supercharged Wellness coming to you on a Friday morning. Don't mind the kids in the background. I want to produce content for you guys, but I got my duties. So today I want to talk to you about a couple things. I'll keep it brief. I met with a friend last night, an old friend actually that I grew up with. He lived around the corner from me, and we used to play road hockey, and we used to play basketball, and we got in a couple fights when we were younger. We went on the same bus to school every single day. A guy named Arthur Kurtz. He's a co-owner of Herc City Place in Toronto, downtown Toronto. And I hadn't seen him in years, but it was suggested that I connect with him through my friend Paul, who's actually admin on my Facebook business page, Mr. Paul Dalton. He's also the man responsible for creating my logo and my animation. Hi, Ava. And so he came over and we had a talk and really connected about a lot of things regarding the industry, nutrition, training, competing. Turns out, our stories are quite similar. Like, we both had a lot of injuries. We both had some things going on in the past that led us to the point that we are today, that have created the people we are today. I used to be a very, very skinny kid. Like I said in a previous video, I was about 125 pounds at 5'8". When I was 17, 18, when I started training. And I literally had like nothing muscle-wise. Arthur was the opposite. He was overweight. At about 5'7", I think he is, and he was up to 220 pounds. And now he's about $175 and just in amazing shape. He doesn't even look like the same person. He's actually done a few competitions in the natural stream and looks absolutely incredible. So kudos to Arthur. And we were talking about doing some collaboration in the future. So it's exciting stuff. Not to name drop or anything, but another man I was talking to, a man from Buffalo, New York, by the name of Big Frank Badalewski. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Just a monster of a man. He was 5% nutrition athlete with Rich Piana before he passed away. Now he's got a YouTube show every week called Ask Big Frank through Iron Mag Labs on YouTube. He's done some collaboration with Greg Valentino, the Rambling Freak Greg Valentino, and some really cool content coming out of that camp too. And shout out to Big Frank. And so today I want to talk about confidence and being, like I just mentioned, Arthur and I were both probably less than confident kids. I can't speak for him, but for myself, I didn't have the most confidence growing up. I was an athlete always, but I wasn't like the best athlete. Like, there were the guys that played in like the AA, AAA stream of hockey and lacrosse and all that kind of stuff. And I was more like a house league player because I was smaller. I was fast, and I'm a hard worker. And you can't stop me. But I just didn't have the natural size and talent that was required to be an elite athlete at that time. And there were guys that you grew up with, and a lot of those guys are really nice guys, and not all of them are bad. But there were some of them are just, I don't know what it was about them. The kind of people who want to put you down to make themselves feel better. So we grew up with some of those kind of people, and my confidence wasn't too great. They're the ones who got all the girls. They're the ones who played the sports and got all the admiration and had all the friends and the parties. And and there's a common theme amongst these people too, is most of them had older siblings that they learned from. And I was the oldest, so I learned everything the hard way. I didn't have anybody to learn from. So growing up, and then in high school, I got involved with the group of guys that I got accepted with, which were like the people who like got drunk and smoked pot and stuff like that. And that's where I found acceptance. And that gave me confidence in the short term. But that was all fake. It was false confidence. It was like induced confidence, right? It's like liquid courage. You know what I mean? So, when that's gone, like, what are you left with? You're still a shy, scared, timid person who's has social anxiety. Scared to approach women, fear of rejection, fear of success, fear of failure. A lot of these things have plagued me over the years, but fitness, health, and nutrition have given me an outlet to build myself up physically and build myself up mentally and emotionally. So my confidence, since I started training, just when you go from a skinny kid who people pick on, You know, some guys, not everybody. I had tons of friends. I wasn't like ostracized or anything like that. But you know what? There was guys who just, you know, they'd make comments, and it's like, yeah, whatever, you know. And like, I'd go ya. I was nuts. I'd fight a guy that was like 50, 60 pounds heavier than me. I didn't care, but that was just the way I was raised, you know. But that's neither here nor there. But oh yeah. So just the ability to go into the gym and increase your strength, you know, massively, like going from benching like nothing to benching, you know, 225, 260, 75, now over 300 pounds. And, you know, even as a young man, like, your strength can go up rather quick. Like, the size takes time, the density takes time, and all that stuff. I've been at this for 17 years, but right away, getting into the gym and increasing my strength and, you know, just feeling better about myself gave me a lot of confidence, and it allowed me to be a better version of myself. So I try to push fitness because I don't think everybody should just walk around jacked because I'm narcissistic. I just think that what it's done for me mentally, emotionally, has changed who I am. You know, it's been huge in my personal growth. So, you know, without rambling too much, I just really want to tell people that it's such a positive thing. This whole fitness thing, everything about it is just, it's made me the man I am today, and I don't know where I would be without it. Honestly, I couldn't picture a life without this as part of it. I don't even really understand it. I just don't. And I've always been drawn to it. Injuries, everything that I've been through, I've always been drawn back. And it's those highs you get in the gym and the feeling of, you know, being unstoppable when you're underneath big heavy weight and you're like pushing that weight, and all the physiological aspects of it too, the things that are released in our bodies, endorphins and hormones and everything that come along with pushing your body to that edge and that limit. That's just sports in general, right? But it's just an outlet that I've been able to utilize on my own time when I want to do it, you know, at my own leisure, at my own pace, and take it as seriously or not as possible, as I deem acceptable. And for me, I've taken things to the extreme and everything that I do. So that's just the way I am. So, you know, it is what it is. And I'm really excited about what's to come here. I'm literally seeing my body transform in front of my eyes right now, just changing diet and adding cardio and throwing more abdominal work in and changing my routines. And like everything's changed from what I was doing to get myself up to that 215 bulked up. From, you know, an injured 178 pounds to where I am today. I've lost already in, you know, a week and a half, a good 10 pounds. So I'm sitting at about 205 morning weight this morning, and the cutoff for the stage is 190, so I'll probably get down below that and then come in full. And I posted up a photo yesterday of a back shot, and I've never seen my body look like this before. I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can bring as far as the package or whatever you want to call it, you know, in 10 and a half weeks or so. It's going to be really cool to see. I've already reached a point where I've passed my previous best at this point, and it's still 10 and a half weeks. So, you know, I've never looked this way, and I've never been this big and this heavy and this full and this lean and this hard, and it's really freaking amazing to see. So, you know, I'm just going to keep rolling with it, and I hope that this journey inspires people, and I'll just keep producing as much content as I can for you guys to give you an inside look. You know, I have to focus and do the things I need to do to make sure that I'm successful at this. So, you know, I'm not going to be in the gym taking selfies and all this crap. But when I'm in there, I'm training hard. People are staring at me like there's something wrong with me because I look like a psychopath when I'm training. But that's what you got to do. I have this freaking intensity about me, and I'm not stopping to take a photo or do a little video on the side. You know, if I'm training with somebody and they want to do a video of a heavy set, that's fine. But you know, that's not my intention right now. So in my downtime, like in the morning when the kids are here and stuff, I'll be doing videos, and you know, I'll show you some inside looks at my meal plans and stuff like that as I keep going through. But that'll be about it because I need to focus and I need to concentrate. Anyways, thanks for listening to my rant, and let's get supercharged.